So, hello, and thank you for joining us. And this is, yes, so this is an invitation. If you would like to have translation, then you would need to join us as a Zoom. Otherwise, we will share the translation here in the group as well separately. Cool. So we have a topic of dorința sau allegere, whatever is that. And this is the second episode. And we had so many amazing questions, and we will continue with the questions this time again, where we left off. And if you have any other questions, you can unmute yourself or type in your questions, and looking forward to the questions. So, Silvana, for the first question. Change the body, get rid of the disease, and change for good. Aha, okay. Okay. So, I think there was a question as well about what is the acoustic wave and what is the acoustic vibration, how does it work? And of course, like during the class, we go into that in more details, but basically, like if you would like to change your body, first thing is your body is really amazing with following you, following the instructions of the infinite being. And the problem is whether we can truly communicate with the body. Like, for example, if you stand in front of the mirror and you tell yourself, oh, fuck, I don't like my body, I don't like my skin, I don't like my hair, I don't like whatever part of your body. Well, that's also a very effective way of communicating with your body, but it will go the other way around. So it will sort of like destroy and make your body look worse and worse. Like it destroys the body. And actually, when we work with the acoustic wave and acoustic vibration, what we do, like that is a space of infinite possibilities. And your body as it is now and today, it is sort of like a result of your different kind of points of view and choices and instructions. And each of these instructions have sort of like an energetic, like an acoustic vibration. And that vibration gives the information to the body about how it should look like, but it also generates the energy for that. So it's sort of like a combination of showing a body, showing to the body of the structure it should pick up, and also giving energy for it to generate that structure. And this is the way how we create all kinds of illnesses as well, or disease in the body. And so as your body looks like today, it has, let's say, an acoustic vibration. But if you would like to have a different form for your body, a different structure, then that different structure as well has its own acoustic vibration. It's not about good or bad. It's just one of the infinite possibilities. So what is the combination of possibilities that you desire to have for your body to pick up, for your body to show up as? So what is the acoustic vibration of that body that you desire to have? Like, and are you willing to sort of like start to work with that, like download that acoustic vibration and sort of like tell your body that this is it? And actually like losing weight is just one form of that. Maybe one of the other question is like, because with each and every class. That is one thing. There are the tools, and people can learn the tools. The other question is, are they willing to use the tools? Like have an adventure with the tools and see how it works. I mean, you know, you will get all the information how it works, but will you use the tools? And actually, like we did, it was many years ago. It was one of the first acoustic energy pool series. It took like for 1 month. I did it for the Russian group, and there was a lady who said she lost like I think 20 or 30 kgs in that acoustic energy pool series, and part of it was about the body, part of it was about business and relationship, but you know, she was listening to those parts that sort of like connected to her part of the body, and she was keep using it, keep playing it day after day, and going with that energy, what she wanted to create. And for her, it was really successful. So this is why, let's say, the outcome is different for everyone. Like, what is it that you would like to have out of a class? What is it that you would like to have out of a tool? Because just the same way, when I had that example at the very beginning, that sort of like opened my eyes, that I had an awareness that, like, you know, the milk that is like expired, the sour, it became sour. It has its own acoustic vibration. Like, it's not wrong, it's not good, it's like no point of view. There is an acoustic vibration that describes on a molecular structure and energetic and all different ways how sour milk should be. But there is also an acoustic vibration that describes how fresh milk should be, how it should build up energetically and molecular level and all levels. And I had that bottle of milk in my hands that was expired like more than a week ago. And then I was asking for the acoustic vibration of fresh milk and holding in my hands and running through that. And it was like a body process, like amazing energy was running through that. And after 5 minutes of running this kind of a process, it turned out to be fresh, sweet milk. And it's not just for milk, of course. And I would say it's not just for the body, because we also work with people with their bodies, and amazing changes showed up. Like also, like when I was for the first time in China, in Beijing, for holding a class, like after the first day of the class, yeah, my laptop was not working. Like I tried to turn it on, and I was using it for making recording, like the audio recording for the class. And it didn't turn on. It said like there is a fan or ventilation issue. Therefore, it doesn't turn on because the processor would overheat. And nothing helped. Like I restarted, I was shaking it, I was banging it on the table, and nothing really happened. You know, I tried all the, let's say, professional ways of what you can do with a laptop to change. And then the next morning, I had the idea, okay, the ventilation itself, like it's something wrong with it, but there has to be an acoustic vibration of the ventilation that is good, that is not faulty. So I was asking for that acoustic vibration and placing my hands on the laptop and running that process for 10, 20 minutes. And again, it was like very similar, like amazing energy was running through the whole laptop and through my hands. And then I opened up the laptop and it was working again. And after that, it was working for many more years, not having any issues. And it was already a 7-year-old laptop. So it's not just for milk, it's not just for the body, and it's not just for, let's say, not living objects. Because one thing is, let's say, is the same. And I hope you will hear this, that it's about engaging the molecules. there is no difference whether it's flesh, it's a living molecule, like a molecule of a living entity, or it's a molecule of, let's say, a not living, like a laptop. There is no difference between such. The difference in our mind. But if we break it down to that level of engage with the molecules, like communicate with the molecules, then the whole thing starts to put and fall into the right place. I hope also in everyone's mind and not just in my mind. So you can have an effect on any kind of molecules if you are choosing to. You can communicate with your house, you can communicate with your car, and you don't have to, let's say, have an understanding of how it works. I mean, by itself, knowing that you communicate with the molecules by themselves, I would say this is the information, and I'm willing to sort of like have this information in your reality and start to work with that and see what magic starts to show up. And this is the class of acoustic body and acoustic vibration is about, like going into that, let's say, that magical reality where you are truly a magician of your everyday life. So as a magician, you have power over the whole reality around you. And I would like to invite everyone to start a communication with your surrounding, with your environment, and start to have ease with that. Okay, hope I covered your question. So if we have the next one. Yes. 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 And like there are many ways how we can do it. And you know what? Your points of view create your reality. And like there are people who see their body as a pet. Like they have this approach that your body is a pet. And if the person can communicate well with their dog or with their cat, then they can easily communicate with their body because for them, this is the way to approach it. And again, your points of view create your reality. And there is nothing wrong with that. Just see what works for you. Like the problem is when we communicate with our body, we are not 100% or not even conscious of that. Like, in the morning you wake up and you look into the mirror. Most of the time, you go to work, you had to like wake up early, so people usually don't look very good in the morning. I mean, of course, there are people who are beautiful all the time, but if you are such person who wake up in the morning and you are tired, you have like big, arches under your eyes, and you look into the, I'm tired again, and you just program your body. You create that image and that implant that I look shit. I'm getting older. I'm getting tired. Like more sleeping is required. I get tired much easier, and this is a way. Like unfortunately, a lot of people is communicating with their body this way. And even if you go to a shop to buy new dresses, and if you don't like how it looks like, you look into the mirror and you tell yourself, fuck. Oftentimes we don't even say a sentence. We just have that feeling of, I don't like my body. And you just told your body that you don't like it, and you create less and less and less. So you destroy your body more and more. And what will it take for the people to start to have more clarity about that? Hey, you are communicating with your body all day long. And the problem is that the other one, that we oftentimes, like, through the body, we feel other people's bodies, their sicknesses, their feelings, thoughts, emotions, and oftentimes, the people around us having problems and pains and all kinds of shit. So you take it as it's yours. So it degrades the body even faster. Like, imagine that if you were always like clear on that, oh, this is not my body's, it's someone else's. Okay, good. Now I know it's not mine. So you wouldn't implant all the shit into your body. Like, imagine that, how much sort of like healing and recovery capacity your body has to be able to manage all the shit that we put into it, like day after day. So it's just, I would say your body is just a miraculous thing. And what I said at the beginning, your body doesn't have a point of view about you. What does it mean? Like, it will not, so like, filter what you tell. I mean, it's good and bad. It's if we have these points of view, let's say. So it's not really helping your body when it's like taking all your feelings, thoughts, emotions as your instruction of how it should look like, right? Like, if every day you wake up and you tell your body that it looks shit, it's an instruction for your body how it should look like. But for example, if every day you tell something great to your body, if you honor your body, then the body will look nice, it will look great, it will, say, recover quicker and even rejuvenate, or it will not age at all. What do you choose? So I would say the whole thing starts with starting to have more clarity about how we program our body. And actually, let's say this is one of the big topics on the first day of the acoustic body class. This is what we are talking about, that which are all those different ways how we program our body. Can you hear me well, Silvana? Or line is good, internet is good? Oh, good, okay. Thank you. Next question. Good. All right. So, of course, as infinite beings, we are amazing. I don't say that creatures, but we are really amazing, like infinite beings. But the great thing is we have a body, and the body is like a magic wand. Your body is really something that has this capacity of magnetically pull in things. Your body can help you, like communicating with other bodies, like pull in other infinite beings with bodies who could contribute to your creations, whether it's money or a lifestyle or anything. And are you willing to sort of like let go of your expectations of how money should show up? We have expectations, we have plans, we have ideas of how money should show up. But what if the body can help in this topic? And would you sort of like allow your body to do it its own way? Because if you have this idea that my body, like I ask my body and it will create more money by pulling in new clients, that is one option. But there are infinite other options how your body could pull in new clients or how it could help you to generate money. So would you please start communicating with your body and ask you to contribute to create more money? But please have it in your mind, like, what is that money for? sometimes, like, how to say, we know that we need more money for certain things, and after a while we just forget about the certain things and we just stick to one thing. I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. But as well, money requires a structure that money can flow into. It's sort of like gives a shape for the energy of money. So it's a great thing to know how much money you need to spend or you would like to spend each and every month. But it's also great to sort of like have clarity about what you desire to have. Like, how will you use that money? Like, I choose to have money for the luxury travels that I would like to have around the world. So just, if you know how much it will cost approximately, plus you put a percentage, then it's much better from that approach that it has not just the amount of money, but you also know how it will contribute to your body, that travel itself. Of course, please communicate with your body and figure it out whether your body would like to have that travel. Or is that someone else's point of view? So you just decided this will be great, I want to do it, but from the very beginning, it's not yours. It's much greater, or it creates more ease if you work together with your body's awareness. Like, what would your body really enjoy? Like, maybe someone else's would enjoy that, and you somehow manage to get there, and you don't enjoy it, and then you are a bit in a strange position because you wanted to get there, but you don't enjoy it, and then you don't get why it's not working for you, because originally it wasn't yours. So it's much greater fun when you work together with your body, when you realize that this is something your body would truly enjoy. Then you sense that joy that comes up from the body. Like the other day, I just asked my body that, would it like to live? And such an enormous joy for living and enjoying life just came up, like bursting out in my body. Oh fuck, my body really wants to live. That's good. That's really good. And so and there is such an amazing energy behind it. So start to work with your body, like communicate with your body, have clarity about what your body would enjoy. What are those things? Even you can ask your body to show you things that would be fun and joy for you, like pull in situations for you that you get into, or pull in people that you would enjoy being together with, or forms of income streams, whatever that would be joyful for the body. So yes, you can communicate with your body. Everyone can communicate with their body. I would recommend a clearing if not, if something is not really happening well, which is a secret agenda clearing. Secret agenda is about anything that you decided in a previous lifetime, how you should do things. It can be about your body, it can be about anything. The problem is that it's a secret agenda because you made it a secret even in front of you. So you hide it even from yourself, so you would never know that you did it. So for example, if you have a hard time with communicating with your body, you can ask questions like, truth, do I have a secret agenda with my body? Or truth, do I have a secret agenda with communication? Or truth, do I have a secret agenda with consciousness or with my awareness? If any of that is true, okay, then I'm choosing to destroy and uncreate, eliminate and eradicate and revoke, recount, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce all the secret agenda I have beyond time and space and all dimensions, and just keep running until you sense it's gone. Also, you can run secret agenda clearing on people that you know that you don't really, you know, um, have a happy time. Well, so what is the next one, please? Okay. Um, hope everyone heard it. Or if you ask this question, then I'm pretty sure you experience that. That you attend a class or even you attend an amazing treatment and it generates such a spaciousness and you enjoy it and it's very light and you're just floating. And maybe it takes for a day or just few hours and then it starts to reduce and dissipate. And yes, so there is a thing called abuse. And abuse, what it does, it contracts your reality, it contracts the space. So after you leave the class or after you finish with the treatment, like you receive the treatment, you go back to reality, to the life. And abuse is a very generally used tool that nearly all people are using because they learned this is a good tool to get what they want to get. You know, people sometimes think that they have to push down others because everyone is in this competition game. So they use abuse to contract your space, to contract your reality. And when your space is contracted, then you create less. Then you have less effect on others and on your life, on anything. So that way you can be controlled easier. So the abuser will win. It's an easy win, not very valuable, but it is what it is. So what would it take for everyone to be able to first recognize that there is abuse in their environment? Like there are people, there are actions, there are situations that sort of like contracting their space. So first it would be great to recognize that. Like who are these people and which are those situations that are doing this to me? Because I think in your life is there because with your approval, somehow consciously or unconsciously, we allowed it to be part of our life. Could be because you have some secret agenda, could be because you have some, let's say, self-sabotage. You are really committed to stop yourself. And the other part would be to be able to deal with the abuse, deal with abusive people, and deal with the abuse locked into your body. Because it's like an implant and it starts to control you and your body. And there's a third part is about clearing the abuse from the body and from the being. Also, we have a class breaking out of the prison of abuse, which is all about this, to inform you about all the different forms of abuse and give you tools and processes that you can use to deal with these people, with situations, and to get out of these situations and also get rid of it from your body. I mean, the effects of and the impacts of abuse. So thank you for the question. Yes. Aha. So luckily, there are two amazing topics that are part of the acoustic body class. One is the quantum entanglement, and another one is the elementals. And and both parts are sort of like interconnected, and they both about sort of like actualizing what you desire. The quantum entanglement is about um, whatever you ask for, sort of like the universe starts to provide it for you. It's like pulling the strings of everything. So all the things starts to get in shape and inform into your life. So it gets structured into your life. So it's like other people would say the quantum entanglement is mm, say the rule of attraction or the law of attraction, that I'm asking for something and it starts to show up. And it's also about communicating with the molecules. That is, it's like engaging with the molecules. And then there are the elementals, which are not part of the, the table of, let's say, the chemical elementals, but they are beyond it. And let's say they are elements or elementals of consciousness, and you can ask them and they are happy and willing to sort of like support you, contribute to you by pulling in things into your reality, into existence. Even there is something like a question, um, and before that, like Gary Douglas says that the elementals would sort of like contribute to you if you are willing to ask from the universe. But it's a big deal for everyone. Like people, even if people would somehow say that, okay, yeah, I'm asking the universe, please give me more money. You know, that's bullshit. Like you didn't really ask, because asking is also about engaging. Like it's really connecting. It's getting to that space where you are in communion with the universe. And a simple sentence is not equal to tapping into the energy, expanding your space, being in allowance, and receiving as well, and all of this simultaneously. And don't take it as something impossible, but just allow yourself for all of this starts to show up. Allow this to be part of your whole reality, to receive everything that the elementals are about. Have ease with asking from the universe. Like, there is this sentence of the universe is willing to contribute to you. It's like holding your back. When was the last time, or did it ever happen to you that you allowed yourself to lean on that hand of the universe, to lean back on that and just play with that? Because if you let yourself to be contributed by the universe, like leaning on that holding hand of the universe, it would extremely expand your capacity of receiving. Thank you. Actually, these are really good questions because these are also part of the acoustic body class. So it's cool. Yes. Yes. Cool. Oh, so you can't see I'm magic. So if you can give me more details, I'm happy to be that magic. Or there is a thing called the contribution process, which is also uniquely part of the acoustic body class. Um, Contribution is oftentimes we say, I'm willing to be a contribution to you, or I'm sending contribution to you. There is a person who is sick, and then people say, I'm sending contribution to you. If you're really present with it, oftentimes it has an energy of let's say polarity. But contribution is something that doesn't have limitations. It also comes from the space of the kingdom of we. Sort of like when you are truly sending contribution, it's not even you who is sending contribution, because one thing that you are in communion with that person, but also you are in oneness with the whole universe. So it's not just you who are part of it, but you include everyone else. Everyone else who is willing to be part of it, who have the capacity to be part of it. So it's like you are never alone, and you are never weak, or you don't have enough energy or capacities, but you are functioning from the whole space, whole energy of the whole universe. And this is a space from which you are sending contributions. So it's so powerful, like a tsunami. And this is also an amazing topic and tool to use that we cover at the class. But if you have more details, you can type in what kind of magic you would like to receive with no points of view. And yeah, to be that. So the next one, please. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So it's about how to choose, I guess. I would translate it to myself, how to choose. Oftentimes we choose like saying that I'd like to have it. And what I would like to bring up here, that just be present with the energy of your choice. Um, there is this question, what would my life be like in 5 years' time if I choose this? So you don't even, let's say you don't even say I will choose this, but what would my life be like if I choose this? And that really allows you to have clarity about what the choice creates. And then you have that energy. And obviously, somehow you have a sensation, some awareness. You already have, it would be great. Sometimes the awareness is connected with lots of points of view, and then we sense, oh, it would be shit. But at least you know it's not something for you. So you just drop the idea, and then you can choose something, and then you also choose it in a way like, what would my life be like in 5 years' time or 10 years' time if I choose this? And then you sense whether it creates greater or not. And when you get the energy of what it creates, it simply just overwrites everything, right? when you get the energy, like what would my life be like in 5 years time if I get together with this person, or if I do business with this person, or if I start to work at this workplace, or if I move into that house, and so on. And then you get the energy of it. And when it's really, really, really amazing for you, then you choose it, of course, because it's amazing. And you would like to have that sensation of joy and pleasure and excitement, right? So ask the question. And when you ask the question, you will have that sensation. The sensation is not something that your mind has invented. It's totally different. It's not something logical, because that is about perceiving the energy of the future that you can create. And who the hell wants to create a shitty future, something that is crap? No one wants to create, right? When you have that energy, it would sort of like always contribute to you to go further, and go further, because you sense like, for this kind of future, I'm happy to do it. I'm willing to do it. I will do whatever it takes, because it's so much fun. It's so joyful. So yes. So ask the question, what will this create in the future, and have the energy with it. And when you enjoy that energy, then go for it. It's like you get that energy and then you say, this is what I want. I will go for this. And keep that energy and start to play with it. Yes. Yeah. So not really. So the first day can be online, but what is the energy that you can enjoy if you're present there? Like, are you willing to be present and enjoy not just your energy, but other bodies' energies? Because there, on the second, third day, there is lots of work. It's playing and having fun with the acoustic vibration, with the acoustic wave, to have it for you, that sensation. So I wouldn't recommend to anyone to think about it. If there is a reason behind, because you are living very far from that place, or you say, like, financially, or it costs too much to travel there to the location, or to have a nice accommodation, then just ask your body if it would enjoy. And if you sense that your body really needs that, then okay, hey body, let's create that money, or let's create the possibility to get there as well and be there physically, and let your body generate it. Of course, you can remind your body, we still have 6 weeks. It will be at the end of March. So keep asking your body to make it happen for you. And in unforeseen and magical ways, it will make it for you. Hey, buddy, would it be fun to attend live? Hey, buddy, would it be fun to be there physically for all those days and enjoy it? What it be for you, buddy, to attend, to be present, to enjoy? Hey, buddy, what kind of accommodation you would like to have? Hey, buddy, how would you like to travel there? Where would you like to stay? In which restaurants you would like to go to? Even if you don't have the money for that now, ask your body these questions. This is sort of like, imagine that how we live, how people normally live. They look into their wallet, or their mobile phone, and check how much money they have on their bank account. They know what are the things they have to spend. They also know how much money they will earn in the following months, and then It's not for me. That's what they say if they don't have enough. And this is sort of like you're trapped. And this is how most people live their life. And if you would like to get out of being trapped in this, let's say, in this reality, then you need to start to ask. Not just ask questions, but ask your body to contribute to what is joyful for you. Because anything that's joyful for you, it's in line with the infinite being you are, because your very nature is the expansion, and joy is a form of expansion. Let's say that's the is how expansion shows up for the body. And anything that is joyful for your body will expand your reality as an infinite being. So start to ask for things that are joyful for you to show up for you, and ask your body to contribute to it. And you can ask the molecules, you can ask the elementals, you can ask everyone else to be part of this creation for you, to have money for amazing restaurants every day and night, for party every day and night, for amazing accommodation for the whole period, for an amazing travel as well. So value there. Can you hear me now? Oops. Have we reached the end? So the internet is playing with us. You can hear me well? Cannot. Great. Do we have the next one? Please. Oh, good, good. Okay. Heavy karma, and what does it mean? You know, in a personal point of view, someone can have something, let's say, heavy karma, things that are creating shitty situations or very heavy and problematic situations, big issues in their life. And how do we value our everyday life? Oftentimes we value it based on, like, through other people's eyes, through how they would see it, how they would value it or judge it. And so big part of it is the judgment of others. And are you willing to live a life from your awareness, from your consciousness? So how much of that heavy karma sort of like is a projection from others? How much of the heavy karma is a point of view of others? And will you now discern, uncreate, and return it back to the sender? And of course, what is karma? Karma is sort of like the idea that I did something wrong in the past and I have to pay for that. So this is sort of like a rule that really works. It really affects you if you believe in that, that you have to sort of like suffer. Like if you did something wrong, after that you have to suffer. So what have you decided about the need for suffering? Like we balance out things. Like I did something wrong. That means if I did something wrong, I'm pretty sure I did it for me to create something better. So there should be something like you had ease and you had fun, or you were rich, or something great happened to you, right? Like you did something wrong in order to have something good. Just a logical thinking. And now you have to pay the price of that. So everywhere you bought into this will you now destroy and uncreate. That your past has an effect on your present. But we are all after creating a different future. So if you stick to this idea, you will keep maintaining this in your future, but you can choose something else. So whatever is your life situation, it can be illnesses, it can be, you have to look after sick children or sick parents or brothers or sisters or family members, or you have financial situation, or you have whatever going on in your life, and it has sort of like heavy energy, it has shitty situation, but every time when you think of that, you sort of like project it out into your future, so you create that as your future. So what you can do is asking for a totally different future, and have the energy of what is the future that you would like to ask for, that you would like to have. And start to have, like, one of the things, like this will uncreate all the karma, everything that maintains that heavy karma for me. Like I would say, don't even say heavy karma, just this will uncreate everything that maintains this thing to me. Everywhere I bought into it, everywhere I function from that, everywhere this is sort of like true for me, and I'm choosing something else. And be clear on what you are choosing as your future. Yes. What magic? Oh, let's say this is the last one before we finish for today. Magic is everything that is beyond your comfort zone, because we can act and do things only inside that environment that we see as possible, normal, or comfortable for us. This is why you have the financial situation that you are in at the moment. And everyone would say, fuck, Rocco, you are not right. I mean, who the hell wants a shitty financial reality? I get it. But all your beliefs are sort of like creating your comfort zone. If your beliefs are limiting how much money you can have, this is the amount of money you are comfortable with, because those are the actions to generate this amount of money, what you are comfortable with. And everything that is sort of like outside of this comfort zone or beyond, for you, it's, let's say, inconceivable. You cannot grasp it. You cannot imagine that. And for others, it's normal and every part of their everyday life, like for the rich people, let's say, if we talk about money. So are you choosing to go beyond your comfort zone, and are you choosing to have a magic as part of your everyday life? So expanding that beyond of what you get used to. So are you willing to keep expanding your life in all areas and include everything that you've seen or deemed as magic? Well, I think we have plenty more questions, right? So maybe we'll do a next one, a third part, parte A, 3A. Parte A, 3A. Amazing. So thank you again for everyone joining us. We will also upload the translated version of this for everyone to have more fun with this. And looking forward to more questions and having you again next time. And thank you again for your amazing translation, Silvana. And so we have a class coming to Bucharest at the end of March, very end of March, the last weekend of March. That's the 29th to the 31st of March, 3 days. And you will find the registration link here below, and looking forward to, register. Let us know that you are coming, and let's create such an amazing class, because the class is coming to Bucharest for all of us to have fun. Thank you so much, and have lots of pleasure and joy in your life until we see each other again. Thank you, guys. See you. Bye-bye.